Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Melanated Doula. Today we are discussing cesarean births. But before we get started, I'm going to need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, and let's get into the video. With vaginal births, women usually have a choice of whether they want an epidural or not. However, for cesarean births, they are typically given an epidural. An epidural is an anesthesia that injects drugs into the epidural space around the spinal cord. This creates numbness from your stomach and throughout your legs. It allows you to be awake throughout your labor, and with it, you are able to feel pressure. However, many people react differently to epidural, and it also comes with many different side effects, which we will discuss in another video. It is not a secret that many women actually request to have a planned C-section, even when they are not deemed high risk, and can have a natural birth, or what we call a VBAC. A VBAC stands for a vaginal birth after a C-section. Therefore, women who are on their second baby but had a C-section with their first, they are able to have a vaginal birth afterwards. Your doctor may recommend a C-section for the following reasons. Your labor isn't progressing, your baby is in distress, you are carrying multiples, your baby is in an abnormal position, you have gone into labor too early, you have a prolapsed umbilical cord, meaning the cord may try and deliver first. There is a problem with the placenta, either it's blocking the cervix or it has been ruptured. If you have had a C-section before, or any mechanical obstruction. It is said that women who have multiple C-sections are at a high risk of placental problems as well as heavy bleeding, which might require surgical removal of the uterus. Women who plan a cesarean birth are limited to an amount of children that they can have in the future. So how do cesarean births work? The delivery of the baby actually happens rather quickly. After getting the epidural, you'll be transported to an operating room where the cesarean will take place. You should be completely numb and are able to have one support person in the operating room with you. You are able to bring soft music if you like to lighten your cesarean experience. Once you are in the room, there will be a screen blocking your view. You will have the following: fluids through a needle in your arm, aka a drip. This is to stop you from getting dehydrated and to reduce the risk of low blood pressure during the operation. You will also receive anti-sickness medicine to stop you from feeling or being sick. A small tube, which is a catheter, that is placed into your bladder to drain the urine. This will stay in place for at least 12 hours and until you feel capable of walking to the toilet. The doctor will make a horizontal incision, and within the first 10 minutes your baby should be born. The procedure as a whole takes up to about an hour and a half, and there will be pressure and there will be tugging felt. However, the rest of the time during the operation is used to stitch back the layers that were cut to retrieve the baby. In total, there are about 7 layers the doctor has to cut in order to get to the baby, along with the separation of the abdominal muscles. Once the baby is out, these layers have to be stitched back together separately, and it really takes some time. When the C-section is completely done, you will be in the hospital for a few days to be monitored. Skin to skin after C-section is really important and is often encouraged. However, the effects of the epidural or the size of the baby may be hard for that to happen. If the baby is too big, it may cause too much pressure on the C-section incision for the mom to hold the baby. And if the effects of the epidural causes mom to be numb throughout her whole body, then it can affect the bonding time as well. Well everyone, that's all we have time for in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share and subscribe if you haven't already. See you in the next video.